From unsolved mysteries to unexplained phenomena, from comedy gold to relationship fails, Amazon Music's got the most ad-free top podcasts, included with Prime. Because the only thing that should interrupt your listening is, well, nothing. Download the Amazon Music app today.
You know, it can be tough figuring out what to put in your emails. Another day, another email. And if you only send one email a day in a year, that quickly means that you need 365 new ideas of what to write. Now, of course, some of those are going to be offers. Those are pretty easy. But what about the rest? What should you write in them? Stay tuned and find out.
Being an entrepreneur sounds like, yes, another new client. I did it. But it can also sound like, I am really not understanding this technology, and I'm feeling so overwhelmed. Am I even cut out for this? That's why I started the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast, to help infopreneurs, coaches, and course creators who want to build a business online but are battling technology, overwhelm, procrastination, and even imposter syndrome. Think successfully, think differently, think bigger, and take action by learning tips from an array of business owners, all dropping knowledge on the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast. Check us out at www.darkhorseschooling.com.
What is up? What is up? What the hell is up, my Dark Horse friends and family? Welcome back to another dose of email marketing learning. Yep, I'm your Dark Horse host, Tracy Brinkman. And as many of you know, and some of you might not, you may be listening to this for the first time, I've been in the coaching and course creation and the online space since the 90s. So I got a little bit of experience under my belt. And here's the thing, I'm still learning. And that's why I'm here, because I'm here to share with you what I have learned and what I'm still learning about course creation, coaching, entrepreneurship, and infopreneurship. So that begs the question, who are you? Well, to me, my friend, that is infinitely more important. You are a driven entrepreneur. More specifically, I think you're an infopreneur, either with or seeking a coaching and online course creation model in your business. Or maybe you're just hoping to have that very, very soon. Either way, you're here because you're ready to start, restart, kickstart, or just start leveling up with some great marketing, personal, or business tips and results. Very important to get those results in order to build that beautiful business of yours into the empire it absolutely deserves to be. And that's why I'm here hitting you with another solo success episode coming to you straight from the Dark Horse HQ as we dive deep into your infopreneur and course creation success, handing out them actionable advice, tips, and steps designed to help you level up your game. Why? Because as we already know, there are no shortcuts to success except for taking those little steps towards your goal every single day. So we're talking about emails today, and as I mentioned in the opener, right, it can be tough to figure out what to put in your emails. Another day, another email. And, some of you maybe send multiple emails out a day. Some of you only send one out. Either way, you're going to need at least about 365 ideas of what to write. And of course, we all know some of them are going to be offers of your products, offers of your services, perhaps offers of products or services that you're an affiliate for. And even if you're not affiliate, maybe you're helping someone else out. So let's put those aside. And then you're going to, what are you going to do with the rest of them? Right? What about them? So I want to sit here today and I want to give you a gold mine of possibilities. Ooh, yeah. Ripe for your email exploration. Now, the messages that you get from your customers are probably one of the best places to go digging for that gold mine of possibilities. Now, it doesn't matter if they're emailing you or they're writing a comment on your blog, replying to you on social media, right? Any of these places are ripe with content that you can use. If they're asking you a question or commenting about something you've said or done, it could make for that perfect email, that excellent email for you to send out to your list, right? And all you got to do is write that email once and put it in your autoresponder, and then it starts serving you day after day. Now, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about here. So let's say you get a complaint from a customer. Mr. John Doe has used your XYZ product, and he says it's too darn long. They're like, what? 27 videos, 12 PDFs. Who has time for all this, dude? Or dudette, all right? This, my friend, is perfect. It's the perfect type of email you want to pick up. You want to copy and paste their comment straight into your email and perhaps answer it something like this. Hey, everyone. This is an email I got from Joe and my reply to him. Tell me what you think. Yes, Joe, it's long, but think about this. Have you been to college? That alone takes 4 years of grueling classes just to get a degree that may or may not even get you a job working for someone else. My course teaches you how to drive unlimited, super targeted, and highly profitable traffic to any offer you choose, anytime, anywhere. This, Joe, is a skill that will serve you for life, showing you exactly how to, quote unquote, make money on demand, however you see fit. That's why the course is comprehensive, because I show you everything you need to know. Now, Joe, most people devour this course in 3 or 4 days, but if it takes you an entire day to watch each 30-minute video, you still have the skills and knowledge that you need to take 30 days to make money online. Or maybe you just want to go back to school and get a second degree in 5 years from now. And maybe you just want to get that job with someone else. Either way, it's your choice. Okay, maybe the last part could be left out. Maybe it comes off a little snippy, but you get the idea what I'm talking about, right? Here's another one. I got permission to use this one from someone else. This is an actual email received from an actual customer. And it says, quote, never send us another offer that is higher than $27 again. Seriously? I mean, seriously, you can't make this stuff up. These are the type of things that people are writing to businesses out there. Maybe you've received some of them. My response to an email like this may be something like, I think more of them and their aspirations that they do, right? Because if they only want a $27 product, then they're not thinking very much of themselves or their aspirations, that maybe I want their success more than they do, and so forth. You get the point here, right? You get actually the person that wrote this email actually got a lot of positive feedback on that one. Now, you're going to have complaints, right? You know, I can remember one way back when I was promoting a course that taught the basics. In fact, this person actually took the time to write an email that basically tore me a new one. And I think you know what I mean. Now, first off, I fired her from my list. Thank you, you're gone. And then I used her email to emphasize how important the basics are in any field. I don't care what field you're in, right? We're talking online marketing, course creation, entrepreneurship. But what about basketball, baseball, exploring space, going underwater, right? If you don't have the basics when you're going into space or going underwater, someone's going to die. Now, of course, online marketing. Everyone wants the quick solution. Show me how to do this. But if you don't have the basics, it's probably not going to do you any damn good. Got a huge response on that one as well. Now, you want to use emails that praise you or praise your products. But frankly, those aren't half the fun of the others, right? They do generate plenty of sales. No, trust me, I've seen that. So do use them. But what you'll find is the contradiction, the ones that are stirring up emotions, right? Everyone, hey, you did a great job. What a great, amazing product. They're like the people that are receiving that email going, well, I know why you're saying this. You're sharing this email because it's touting your product and you want me to buy it. Yeah. Well, on the other side of the fence, you're saying, well, here's someone that complained and here's, something I responded to them. It gets into their head where they're like, yeah, I probably would have complained about, your product being too long too, but you make a good point. It takes 4 years to go to college. I'm working 9 to 5 every day, right? That's 40 hours a week. Inside of that 40 hours, you said it's only going to take 30 hours to get through your course. Maybe I should just get through your course, right? Here's another thing. If you run out of comments from your list or your members or your customers or your social media followers and so forth, here's a few ideas where you can dig up some email fodder. Go to Amazon product reviews. This is a fun one, right? And it doesn't even need to be an Amazon product review in your niche. You can go digging around and maybe in just a product that you've bought recently, and you'll find some doozy of comments. You'll find products in your niche and out of your niche, and you can start reading the comments, and you'll find something in there that goes, oh my God, this will make an amazing email. Okay. Number 2, Reddit. Yeah. Browse some time on Reddit and you'll get all kinds of ideas. Better yet, post a question related to your niche and see what answers you get. Yeah. How many times have you heard me on here, especially over the past few months, as we've done this redirect on content, telling you to reach out to your market? Yeah, there's a perfect way to do that out there on Reddit. Quora is another good one. Number 3. This is a little bit like Reddit, only with fewer and longer answers. So look for the questions that people pose in your niche, and then instead of answering them on Quora, answer them directly to your subscribers, because they might be asking that same question. Maybe not out loud. Maybe they haven't put it out there to Reddit or Quora or wherever, but inside they're thinking it, and you just answered it for them. As a bonus, you can copy the answer you sent to your subscribers and place it on Quora too. Yeah, how about that? Number 4, the news. Oh man. Now, let me pause. Let me finish. The news as it relates to something in your niche. This is called newsjacking. People have done it for a long time. It can be really effective. So watch the news for items related to your niche, and then write your thoughts and opinions on what's happening. And I've seen a lot of people use things that are not directly related to their niche, but they're sitting there looking at that news article or broadcast, and they have a way that it instantly pops up, oh, wow, that's very much like something in their niche. And they can link the two together. So you could also do something like that as well. Now, there's been a lot of hot button topics going around here, and depending on who you are as a person and how open you are about your opinions, good, bad, or indifferent, I would just urge a word of caution, right? I don't want you to fake anything, but certainly be yourself and understand that there will be some topics that you may newsjack that will lose you some subscribers. Just a fact. That is what it is. And the last one I want to leave you with are your pets, your kids, and your grandparents. What are you talking about here, Tracy? Think about it. Your pets, your kids, and your grandparents. Who made you laugh today? Right? Any one of them. You just walk down the hall and you see your dog, your cat doing something completely silly. There might be an email in that silly thing that your dog or cat is doing, or that your kid said. The comic and the antics of pets and kids and grandparents and family members and best friends, or even the wisdom or the internet naivete of your grandparents, of Uncle Joe. And they're like, what is the interwebs? You know what I'm saying? Any of these could be great email fodder for you to use with your audience. I can use a quick example that will probably end up in an email going out to my followers here soon. Is this recently, and when I say recently, I mean like 2 days ago, I was involved in a mastermind with a group of folks that are looking to level up. All right, they paid to be there. And I shared a product I'm working on, and it's for course creation. And the idea of this sharing was to hear all the questions that they as outsiders and potential customers would want to hear the answers to. And what was really funny about it is so many of them were baseline questions, right? Well, what software do I use? How do I format it? Just the obvious things you want to ask. But then they skipped ahead. So this is what I found interesting in it. And think about this in your niche too. There are steps 0 through 5, and then there are steps 90 through 100. Let's say there's 100 steps in whatever you're talking about in your niche. it seems like everyone is concerned with the 0 to 5 or maybe the 0 to 10. And then they skipped steps 11 through 89 because they want to get to step 90 to 100. Actually, they want to get to step 100, which is where they're making all the amazing money that everyone dreams about and their freedom that comes with it. And the questions that came from these intelligent business owners were aligned the exact same way. Now, mind you, I was taking this all in, scribbling notes and making sure the screen was being recorded and everything. But after pondering about it later on, I realized that if you're not in the niche and you're teaching someone about the niche, they're probably going to do the same thing. So go back to some of the emails or the commentary or the questions that you get and see if I'm not wrong here. And if I am, let me know, because I'd be very interested in it. And I'd also be very interested in the level of person you're speaking to, because there probably was a couple of folks in that group that may have asked call it a level 20 or level 30 question, but they were in the minority amongst a group of 15 folks. I believe it was about 15 folks, and who were all zeroed in on that lower rung, 0 to 10, and highest rung, 90 to 100. Right? They wanted to know how to start, and they wanted to know how to finish. They didn't want to know how to connect those two in their questions. That's where their minds went to. So that's where you as the expert would come up with in these emails and guiding them. Okay, well, we got you to 10. Now here's how you get to 11 and to 12 and to 13. Right? Stop worrying about step 90. We're not even at step 20 yet. You get me? So there's another opportunity there. Maybe you're in a mastermind and solicit the questions about what it is that they would want to hear if they were interested in your solution. Don't tell them what your product is. Maybe tell them what the product is. Hey, I'm thinking about creating this, or I have created this to get you to be interested in it via social media, via a webinar, via snippets on Facebook Lives or TikTok videos or Instagram, whatever. YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, whatever medium you're going to use. What questions would you need to hear the answers to raise your hand and say, you know what, I might be interested in that? That kind of content goes into your emails as well. And here's one last tip I'll leave you with on this topic, is to have something available to you to scribble things down. And what I mean by that is, during the course of your day, you're going to hear a question. You're going to hear an answer. You're going to hear some wisdom. You're going to hear a joke. You're going to see an antic from the pets or the kids we talked about earlier, right? You're going to be stumbling across. You're going to be going through your day, maybe ordering something on Amazon, and see a review that just makes you shake your head. Oh my God. That is what you want to capture. You want to put that in a journal or whatever, write it down so that when it's time for you to sit down and write that next email or two, the next bit of your email sequence, you're not going, oh man, what was that? I remember reading that and giggling at it. Oh, I remember when my dog did this, or when I saw that Amazon, oh, what product was that? You'll never find it. You'll never remember it. I wouldn't expect you to. And if you're one of the lucky ones that has that amazing memory that can do that, like my wife, then God bless you. But for the rest of us, having a slot to put it into is amazing. And I have a little blank paged journal, and I scribble these things down, and it works wonders. It also does amazing things because your brain's saying, oh, you want more? You want me to pay more attention to that kind of stuff? And then you start seeing them everywhere, all right? Now, I know you want to keep getting these frequent success tips. So make sure you go on down there, whatever platform you're on, and subscribe to this show. And not because it's, does things for me, because it does, right? The more subscribes, ratings, and reviews that you guys as listeners do, of course, they lift us up in the rankings. But really, it's so that I can get you the content you're looking for. And what I see is when I get these subscribes, rating, and reviews, I always go back and look at the data to the episodes where they start chiming in, right? And that's your way as a podcast listener to let me know you're interested in this one. And you could always go in there and hey, in the reviews, ask questions. I read every single one of those reviews myself. So yeah, I get something out of it, and I definitely appreciate it. But really, it's your way of showing those podcast podcast platforms out there that you're getting value from this show or whatever show you're listening to, and they will give us a little kick in the rankings so that we can reach more of those infopreneurs and driven entrepreneurs just like you. So please take a moment, show the love, and help spread the word. All right, you get out there, you run your race, you get your results, and then come let me hear about that. Yeah, Tracy at darkhorseschooling.com. That's the email. Tell me what tip or idea you came away with, how you put it into action, and what results you got. Who knows? Probably bring on a show and let you share your story and your product with my audience as well. All right. With that, until next time, think successfully and take action.
Thank you for listening to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
Thanks for tuning in.
Check us out at www.darkhorseschooling.com.
All right.
My name is Tracy Brinkman.